What's up, everybody? It's Flocka back at it again with another top 10 Madden video. Today it is going to be tight ends. I am actually kind of excited for this one because this one is actually very top heavy and it kind of mixes up towards the end of it, or which will be the beginning of this video, which will be like 10 through 5. You will see a lot of the top guys are the ones you see almost all the time, but a lot of these bottom guys are theme team guys or guys that are your second tight end or on budget teams. These guys could also be very good. Anyways, let's head right into number 10. Okay, sitting at my number 10 is actually this Eric oh my god, controller. Alright, sitting at number 10 is actually this Eric Ebron. He is an 88 speed. That is one of the better cards in the game. The catching is pretty good, but as you can see, the 88 medium route running, you can only go up medium route running when it comes to play fake, and that is what you're looking at when you're looking at a tight end. So when it's at 88, you're gonna have to have at least tier 15, and I know a lot of people run go deep, so you're gonna have to have at least 15 with your go deep. I know a lot of people aren't gonna switch over just because they're tight end. So the thing that sucks is that he doesn't have a power up, so it can't go up one, and then you only get 5 play fake. So that is what's really killing this card. He can't hit that 90 threshold unless you have play fake for sure. Like at least 15 components of play fake. And the run blocking is really low. I know that's not that big of a deal, but I just think there's a lot of other guys just as good as him up here. You'll see there are a lot of good tight ends. They're all pretty much kind of like equal besides the top heavy, like I said earlier in the video. Let's get right into 9. You guys will see what I'm talking about as we keep going with this video. Sitting at number 9 is actually this 92 Austin Hooper. As you can see, his speed's not as good. His run blocking is in the 70s, so it hits a different threshold. But the medium route running, the reason why I have him here, he also hits the 90 without power up, but on short route running. But on medium route running is what you want for like crossers and slants. So the reason why he is above is because he has the power up, and you would only need one component of play fake, which would be only 5. Which him himself, if you power him up, would be 3 times play fake himself. That is why I put him above. He does hit all the thresholds fairly easy compared to Ebron, and he's still lower on the list because of the speed. The speed really does kill him, but he does catch everything come to him. He has 88 spec catch, 89. That obviously goes up with the chemistries and the power up, but just a solid card. Nothing too special or too crazy with this one. Anyways, let's head into our number 8. Alright, sitting at number 8 is actually this Todd Heap card. As you can see, he hits every single route running threshold without the power up, so you don't really need him. And he also goes into one of the best theme teams in the game, which is Cardinals and Ravens. But as you can see, the 93 spec catch, 92 catch and traffic, 92 catching. The speed is still a little low, but it's not terrible at all because there are a lot of other tight ends above him that are crazy good with the same exact speed he has right now. I will show you guys that later. He also has a 74 run block, which is fairly good for a tight end at this stage in the level of the game. But like I said, this is a very solid card. His power up is fairly expensive because he was a team of the week set. You can go back and do a set to get this card, but the set can be a little expensive sometimes. You kind of got to snipe the cards. You won't probably be able to do it in a day unless you're willing to overspend. But not a bad card at all. He is our number 8 for the day. Let's head on to our number 7. Sitting at our number 7 is actually this 92 Ozzie Newsome. He has an 86 base speed. He has pretty good run blocking. The 92 base medium route running is a blessing. The short route running is not that big of a deal if you're running out. I mean, like, out routes is one thing that I run with my tight ends. But everybody usually runs crossers with their tight ends, and a 92 route running on your crosser is insane. He also has all 90-plus stats on his catching, which makes this card very solid. And basically, if you're going for that medium route running threshold, which I know probably 85% of people look at when they're playing with their tight end. This card is phenomenal, and he has honestly played so good for me. He is actually my tight end 2 behind my team. He doesn't really see the field much for me, but when I do come out into set with 2 tight ends, he runs the crosser clean as hell, but he is a little slow, as you could tell, but he still does get open because of how good his route running is. But anyways, let's head into our number 6. Sitting at number 6, you guys might question this one because of his route running is so low. But the reason I have him here is because of his base speed, and a lot of people, the only people you ever see using his card are people that have full play fake. That is why he is so good. You can see he has really high run blocking, sitting at 77. And then when you power him up and then use full play fake, you have him at a 90 threshold. And if you have ever seen this card with a 90 threshold, he is literally so good. Obviously, he is not nowhere close to the guys above him. Sorry, I just messed up there. But he is still insane. Like I said, you have to have full play fake to even use this card. Or even a 49ers team would be really good with him. Just a very good card in general. Like I said, he is one of the exceptions because he plays different than other cards. If you have ever used this card and had him powered up, you know how good this card is. It is weird. Like, sometimes I have to put the stats to the side because there are cards that I have seen dominate that other cards have not. And this Vernon Davis is one of those cards. But anyways, let's finally jump into our top 5 and see if you guys agree with any of these guys. Sitting at number 5 is actually this Jeremy Shockey. He is actually a really, really good card. As you can see, 87 base speed, 90 medium route running, the 94 short route running, and then the catching is all 92 plus, except for spec catch is a little low. Run blocking is even almost an 80. He's just a very solid card. I know his traits suck. That's what a lot of people I've seen on Twitter and Mutthead talk about on this card. His traits suck. He doesn't make a lot of... I saw his open field catching was like it said no on it, meaning he drops passes, which is not a good thing at all. But when I used him for a good week, I think it was, I didn't really have a problem with him. But he still was not dominating like other tight ends. But his stats are so good, and I've seen him dominate for others. I don't know if it was just my card, but you just have to have him in the top 5 looking at his stats. He really does have top 5 stats. 94 short running is insane. So any out route, any lower play, like a drag, like a in route, anything, he is going to dominate on, especially in man. But anyways, that is our number 5. That was a questionable one. It's just weird. He plays good for some people, but it's not, then again, for some other people, he doesn't. It might have to do with some of him being a possession tight end. I've never really looked into that, but it always seems like the vertical tight ends play a lot better. The vertical threat archetype tight ends play a lot better. But anyways, let's head into our number 4. Number 4 is actually this brand new Zach Ertz. He is actually my tight end right now, and I am in love with this card. He has been, yesterday he had at least, I'm pretty sure he had a 14 catch game for me. It was a full game, even went to overtime. It was a 14 catch game, 170 yards. It was literally insane. I wish I was recording during it because it was probably one of the most fun games I've ever played. But the 86 base speed is not the best, but he does have a power up. But the 94 spec catch, 94 short route running, and then medium, this is what I did to get that to a 90. I powered him up, and since I run go deep, I got at least one component of play fake, so he has a 90 medium route running for me. So everything is 90 plus. Obviously, the run blocking is not the best, but I truly never block my tight ends, so it's not that big of a deal. But he has been so good for me. He even makes those catches where it's he goes up and he comes down to it with a possession catch. He is literally insane. This is one of my ones I know people are gonna be sleeping on. He was so good for me. I was about to quick sell this card because I thought he wasn't gonna be good, and then I learned that I could do the play fake only to 5 components to get him to a 90. And once I did that, he literally is insane. Just make sure you get the medium route running to 90, and it will take this card to the next level. He is easily a top 4, top 5 tight end in the game. He plays like a top 1 for me, but that's just me being biased because I had such a good game with him. But anyways, let's head into our final top 3. Sitting at number 3 is actually this Darren Waller. As you can see here, the speed is killer, especially when you power him up. And then after you power him up, he actually got a +1 from the team of the week. So he gets up to a 93 overall. You can see his short running's already there. He gets it with a medium route running easily with the power-up. He's just a great card. Everybody knows Darren Waller. He is going to be a great card in Madden for years to come just because of his speed. He has great route running too because he used to be a wide receiver back at Baltimore and in college. So, everybody knows this card's good. There's not much explaining about him. He is just crazy because of his speed. Obviously, the run blocking's not the best. He doesn't have the best catching, but it does get powered up above 90 once he gets those power-ups and you get the coins for the training and everything. Just a great card in general. I honestly love this card. He was one of my favorites by far to use. Easily a top 3 tight end. Let's head into our top 2. Sitting at number 2 is actually this 94 Chris Cooley. As you can see, 89 base speed. And just look at his stats. There's not much for me to say here. This is the already powered up version, which is the limited legend. You can see 91 medium route running, 92 short running, all 91 plus catching. He has a 94 spec catch and a high run block. This is easily a top tier tight end in the game. This is the thing with number 1 and 2. Chris Cooley could easily be number 1. Easily be number 1. It depends what you value because this guy you can get in certain offenses, he will get open every single time. But if you're playing a deep threat, you'll put the number 1 guy, which everyone probably guesses who it is right now. But anyways, this Chris Cooley, easily top 2. Like I said, could be switched with number 1 depending on your playstyle. I obviously value my number 1 guy a tiny bit higher, but that is only because he is on my team and he's been playing great for me. Anyways, let's hop into our number 1. Since I don't have the screenshot of him on this account, we went over to Mutthead, and as you can see on this card, 92 base speed. That is what puts him at number 1. He is so good on my team. I honestly have loved playing with him. And as you can see, with 1 play fake, which takes only 5 play fakes on all your players or whatever you want to do, however you want to do it, he does get a 90. He has the 91 threshold on the short route running. Medium route running, a lot of people run deep threat. It depends if what you want. I really use the medium route running for tight ends because of the crossers, but just a great card. The 92 base speed really makes him that good, and I think his base speed is too higher than Darren Waller's, which makes him that much better than Darren Waller. And Darren Waller is known as being the best tight end in the game. And then Chris Cooley came out. Chris Cooley, the highest he can get, I think, is like a 93. This guy in a Titans team or even with double sprinter can get up to a 96 speed at tight end, which makes him easily the best tight end in the game, in my opinion. Depends how you value him. Like I said, those 2 guys can be interchanged. But this Jonnu has been amazing. I have loved this card so far. He has been so good for me. All you have to do to get him, if you guys did not know, is buy this card off of the market, which will be around like 20 to 50K depending on the market. And then once you get it, as you can see, 60K, 50K, it's a little expensive right now. But as you can see, once you buy it, you use the hot cocoa collectible, which you get in the store for snow, and then you melt it. Then it goes to a 92. And then there you go. You have the best tight end in the game, basically. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The top 10 tight ends. This was a fun one to make. Like I said, it was very top heavy. The top guys are really the better ones. Like I'd say the top 5 are the only ones you should be using if you can afford it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.